As Christian businessmen and women, we want to follow Jesus. Jesus taught that we help build the kingdom of heaven right here on earth by loving God and by loving our neighbor. In his life, Jesus did this by healing the sick, feeding the hungry, and caring for the underprivileged, the poor. As business people, most of us aren't able to work miracles that cure people, so healing the sick is a little bit out of our league. But what about feeding the hungry? Remember how Jesus fed over 5,000 people with just 5 loaves and 2 fishes? You might think that his miracle of feeding 5,000 with just 5 loaves and 2 fishes is impossible for us, just like healing the sick, but actually it's not. You see, as Christian businessmen and women, this is exactly what we're called to do, and it's precisely what we as a Christian business angels do already. Today, let me explain. Think for a minute about what God has given you. As a business person, what resources do you have? Money, talent, strategic insights, sales and marketing knowledge, investment acumen, and much, much more. Now let's consider that your time and your money are like the 2 fishes that Jesus had to work with, and that your investment skills, your management expertise, your leadership insights are more like the 5 loaves. You see, each of us as business people have our own set of 5 loaves and 2 fishes to work with. And we can multiply those loaves and fishes to feed the poor just like Jesus did. At the Christian Business Angels, we've been doing this for some years already. We use loaves and fishes just like those you have to help local entrepreneurs create jobs in areas where these are most needed. Jobs to lift people out of poverty. Meaningful jobs to give dignity to those who otherwise might just rely on handouts. Jobs that feed a person and his or her family, not just for a day, but for a lifetime. For us as business people, this is what it looks like to really follow Jesus. Not just to drop some extra money in the church offering, not just to send some relief to the poor in a faraway country, and not even to volunteer for a few days or a week to go do hands-on work where it's really needed. Sure, those things are all good also, but the real impact comes when we can invest the loaves and fishes given to us to make a difference like Jesus did. And so, at the Christian Business Angels, we follow Jesus by helping launch new companies, by training entrepreneurs, by coaching new business leaders, by making investment decisions, all of which work together to create new jobs where they're most needed. Jobs that give meaning and dignity, jobs that feed individuals and families and do so for years to come. This is the work of building the kingdom of heaven right here on earth, just as Jesus taught. This is the work of the Christian Business Angels. And this is the work that Jesus calls you and I to as successful and experienced business people to do for his glory and his kingdom. Won't you join with us in that?